Hi, I'm Kirby Allison, and in today's video, I thought it would be nice to take a moment and read some of the letters that you all have sent in to me here at Kirby Allison. I have to say, one of my greatest pleasures of this YouTube channel has really been the opportunity to get to know so many of you. This channel, without question, is more than just a channel on YouTube. It is a community of like-minded gentlemen who are passionately pursuing quality craftsmanship and tradition. It is that love for craft, for passion, and for things done well that bring us all together here on this channel. For me to be able to travel the world, meet with these artisans, and then share their story with you really has been an incredible privilege and honor for me. And it is all the more flattering when you take the time out of your day to comment on our videos or even send things into the office, of which I have a few here. Everything that you send, I really do take the time to read myself. The same can be said for your comments. I try to return or answer as many of those comments as possible, and I read most of them, especially on new videos. And then Instagram, of course, at Kirby Allison. You can message me directly. I actually answer those messages myself because it is so important for us to be able to connect together on this shared passion. So in today's video, I thought it'd be fun to pull some of the items that have been sent kind of over the months and just share these with all of you because I know that you'll enjoy seeing these as much as I enjoyed receiving them. So without further ado, I've got a small collection here, and I was thinking that with no better way to do it, let's just go from left to right. So this was actually something sent to me about a year ago. It was October 2022 from a Michael Gallo in Cary, North Carolina. It says, Kirby, I trust this note finds you well. I'm a fan, a patron, and someone who enjoys your amazing content. Thanks for doing what you do. Well, thank you for taking the time to write. And again, without all of you watching and subscribing to this channel and commenting, I wouldn't be doing this at all. Anyway, recently I was shopping with my wife at our favorite local vintage thrift shop. I came across the enclosed and immediately thought of you, especially since it's made in England. Well, it's a good start right there. Please accept as a small gift to celebrate 550,000 subscribers and all your great content. Best regards, Michael. Well, Michael, thank you for this gift. We had an opportunity to connect over the phone. And I have to say, this was really such a pleasant surprise. It is an executive putter made in England. So that's kind of curious because normally you wouldn't find a putter packaged in such a small vinyl case, but if you're a high-flying executive, you could never be without your putter. And so this isn't just any putter. It is a putter in its own travel bag. Look at this. This is actually a pretty exceptional gift, and Michael really was spot on for identifying this. You know, one of the things that I immediately noticed was how this is a solid wooden putter. I mean, this is a beautiful artifact of golf. I mean, of course, putters these days are made exceptionally high tech, but this is a wooden shaft, a wooden head. This is, what is this, a 69 iron? I'm probably even saying that wrong. I don't play golf, but it screws together, right, in 3 pieces. It's in exceptional condition. And there you have it. You know, while you're flying around in your Gulfstream, you want to practice your swing on your way to Augusta. Here you go. You have it right here. And it takes it one step further. It even comes with a little hole, and this is quite clever. You put this on the ground and it stands up, and there you have it. Something to practice your putting on. So thank you, Michael. This, oh, hold on. Wait, there's more. Look at this. Oh, I didn't even notice this earlier. Golf balls. Michael, thank you for this. An incredible gift. I have to say, I've really kind of enjoyed this in the office. So thank you for sending this. Incredibly kind of flattering that you thought of me whenever you saw this. And again, I think, you know, made in England, I'm a sucker for anything made in England. And again, this is kind of a testament to the enduring and lasting quality of something that is well made. Here, this is, who knows how many years later, still in great shape. So wow, thank you for this. So we're gonna put this back. Okay. There we go. Great gift. Thank you, Michael. Okay, we've got another letter here. I think this letter right here really illustrates just how far of a reach this channel is able to achieve. This letter came all the way from the Netherlands. This is from a gentleman with incredible penmanship. This is calligraphy, Niels Durkin, and I'm probably saying that wrong, forgive me. I mean, just look at how beautifully this is written. This is just an absolutely gorgeous letter. And I must say, I really aspire to such beautiful handwriting. Dear Mr. Allison, hello Kirby. First and foremost, I have to say that I really enjoy your cigar videos on YouTube. Well, you and I, of course, are in good company because those are some of my favorite as well. They're certainly my favorite to film. I hope a lot of cigar videos will follow. Well, this is certainly the case. And we've got the Cuba series that should be coming out soon, and you are in store for a treat. Of course, there is a lot of resistance against smoking in general, and I think a great part of that is based on truth. However, smoking a cigar is quite something different. This letter is just a support to let you know that there are people out there who support your cigar videos and enjoy them. What are the odds? But if we ever bump into each other and the time is right, perhaps we will smoke a cigar together. Keep up the good work. Yours faithfully, Niels Durkin. Well, Niles, thank you for the sentiment, and of course, taking the time to write such a beautiful letter and sending it all the way to here to Texas from the Netherlands. No small amount of work is done, and figuring out how much postage for something like that is required. Know this, trying to send postcards to my family whenever we were recently filming in Italy. It's much more easily said than done. And I think the postcards actually took 2 months to arrive. So if I was a little late in responding to this, please forgive me, I'm blaming the post. But thank you for this. And I think Niles makes a great point, which is that, unfortunately, there is a, in many ways, kind of a culture war on cigar smoking right now, or just smoking in general. And, don't get me wrong, I am in no way an advocate of cigarette smoking. Both my mother and grandfather passed away of lung cancer. And so I am certainly all too familiar with the hazards of regular smoking of cigarettes, inhaling it into the lungs. There's no question that will shorten the duration of your life, and that there are a lot of hazards there. But the reality is that a cigarette is so far removed from actual tobacco and the tobacco that you find in a cigar, which is 100% natural. It's not processed. And more importantly, it's just not inhaled into the lungs, which is a big point of differentiation. So, it's something to be enjoyed infrequently. I'm not smoking 5 cigars a day, but with the right moment, a nice cigar, just like most things that one enjoys in moderation, is something that can be enjoyed without hopefully affecting one's health too much. So there we have it. I like to think that what I gain in stress relief offsets anything that I'm losing just with the smoke there. But Niles, thank you so much. And thank you for sending that letter. Okay, we've got another letter here. This is from a Richard Nash from San Antonio, Texas. Mr. Allison, thank you for the excellent and professional manner in which your team packaged the hangers, which I recently purchased. Thank you also for your classy and informative videos. And I have switched my tie knot to the Old Birdie. Bravo, great job. The Old Birdie, I must say, just as an aside here, one of my favorite tie knots, actually my favorite tie knot. It is a slightly asymmetric long knot. And to me, it just has that touch of elegance. It isn't perfect, right? Which is what I like about it, the asymmetry. And again, with our sovereign grade neckties, really produce such a beautiful dimple. We have a video on the YouTube channel on how to tie this knot. And of course, one of the best ways to support our content here, like Richard, is to go online to kirbyallison.com and shop. Not twisting anyone's arms, but is how we keep the lights on here. And there you'll find the largest collection of luxury garment care, the hangers that Richard just purchased, and even better, other clothing accessories for the well-dressed, like this sovereign grade necktie, braces, pocket squares, over-the-cast dress socks, undershirts, underwear, wet shaving cream, an incredible selection of cigar accoutrement. I mean, really, we have an incredible catalog. Back to this beautiful letter. Very best wishes to you, your family, and your staff. So thank you, Richard. Of course, I couldn't do anything that I do here without my staff. And the warehouse staff here is really amongst the best of the entire company. They are exceptionally tenured. They've been here a long time, and they really do an exceptional job taking care to package each and every order to ensure it arrives undamaged and as quickly as possible. Now that said, sometimes we screw up, sometimes it takes a little bit longer to ship if we've received a bunch of orders, and sometimes, despite our best efforts, FedEx or USPS just is rough on our packages. But our commitment is that, of course, if you reach out, we will always do whatever is possible to make it right. So don't ever hesitate to reach out to our customer service staff. Unlike so many online company days, and certainly unlike Amazon, you can actually pick up the phone, call us, have someone answer, and to the best of our ability, we will help answer your questions. So don't ever hesitate to give us a call, send us an email, or even a live chat us. Okay, a few more here left. So this actually just arrived in the mail. It's a Kirby. I found this book in Boston at the old Brattle bookstore. Looks like it's your cup of tea. Enjoy and keep up the good work, Leaf. So there we go. So this is exciting. I always love these mysteries. Let's pull out a small pair of scissors and see what we can do. So there we go. I don't want to damage anything. Okay, let's see. I love a book. I have an entire room here in the office that is dedicated to my library. And so I've been very fastidiously acquiring books over the years and building out this library. So let's see, let's get this on it. Be careful, it's very well packaged. Well, I'm kind of looking through this. I can see the Union Jack flag right there, so I like it. I'm gonna keep this note. I really do like to save the notes as well. I'll spend a little bit of time later making sure that I am able to take that off. Okay, look at this. What do we have here? Look at this, wow. London at Table by Margaret Costa, Gourmet. Now look at this beautiful book. So let's see what this is. It's a gorgeously bound copy. Nice little illustration in here. Gourmet, London at Table. Let's see. We've got, of course, the scepter of Queen Elizabeth II, right? So we can tell that this was written in the last century. Published in 1971. And look at this. Wow. So this is a list of all of the restaurants in Mayfair and St. James's. We've got Soho. We've got north of Oxford Street, Belgravia, Kensington, Knightsbridge, Chelsea. Oh, wow, this is amazing. So when I decided in 1968 to add London at Table column to Gourmet, after the wonderful response from our readers to Paris at Table, I based my decision on the fact that restaurants in London within the last decade have risen to new heights in quality. Our readers reacted with such enthusiasm and made so many requests for a portable column that I was encouraged to put out this little book of Margaret Costa's popular reviews so that travelers may carry it with them. So there we go. Wow. I'm gonna have to take this on my next trip. There's so many great restaurants in London that have been around for literally centuries, right? I mean, Wilton's was founded in the 18th century. Rule's was founded in the 18th century. I mean, these are restaurants older than America practically. And those are just the oldest examples. I mean, there's so many in between. It's one of the things that I love about London is that at every single corner is an opportunity to really connect with history. Fortune and Mason. Okay, I'm trying to find the Stafford, the Westbury, Wilton's. There we go. All right, Wilton's is one of them. Okay, Wilton's, 27 Bury Street. So it's not even on Jermyn Street at this point. When some 5 years ago, the witty and shrewd authors of Guy Gillard compiled their London guide and even boldly included London restaurants, they really had a field day. I did not often agree with many of their recommendations of specifically English restaurants, but the guide did include Wilton's for its magnificent oysters and salmon and as an ideal restaurant to take a young model to lunch. Well, I can certainly vouch for the first two. And Bianca is headed to London with me this weekend, and Eddie actually booked lunch for us at Wilton. So there we go. We'll check that last box. And they found the perfect description of this place, a petite restaurant snob, follement sophistiqué et extrêmement amusement. I have no idea what that means. They were quick to realize that although getting a table beside the oyster bar in the narrow front room is a privilege, it is le fin du fin to be allowed to sit in the ravishing back room, so discreetly planned and cunningly lit. It is worth going to Wilton's simply to meet Simon Marks if he will let you have a table. The patron since 1906, Mr. Marks is said to be in his 84th year. He is mellowed with age, rather like a fine wine once stiff with tannin, but he is still a formidable combination of ducal family retainer and a chucker out. Surprisingly, people are grateful for his favors. Wilton's, in fact, has something of the exclusiveness of a club that might have been run by Jeeves, and if you eat plainly, you will eat very well. Well, this is fun. I'm gonna have to take this with me. Jason, the new manager of Wilton's, and Franco's is a friend. I'm gonna have to share this with him. He'll get a kick out of it. Well, thank you so much, Lee, for this book. This is what a delightful edition. I'm going to really enjoy that. I'm gonna take some pictures and share that with people. Okay. One last one, or maybe two. We've got a letter here, again, beautiful calligraphy on a beautiful stationery. This was from May 23 from a Peter. Wishing you a very belated happy 40th birthday. I had a rather nice bourbon to accompany this book, but alas, no one would allow me to ship spirits, thus the delay. It's okay, the book, very excited to receive. I thought of you immediately when I came across this publication. Cheers to you and your mission to bring back civility and gentlemanlike behaviors to our society. All the best, Peter. Wow, so here we go. Another great book for the library. A Gentlemanly's Pursuit, a country miscellany for the discerning. Country life from the pages. Wow, I love this. I love old periodicals. Let's see, this is published in 2012. And let's look at this section. So manners maketh the man, handy hints, the man of fashion on smoking and not smoking. I'd like to read that chapter. The umbrella in danger. I want to read that one as well. The umbrella. The 4th of June. The tyranny of buttons. The tie collector, new tie. A history of the top hat. The bearded tie. Repressed braces. The modern man's dress. Camouflage. This is amazing. Let's see what else. Handy hints. The ideal bonfire. Bonfire lighters. Clothing for winter sports. Camp cooking, how to cook a cow's head, that I'm sure will come in handy. Sportsman's tent, to make boots easy and waterproof. And Mayday swarm, wow, look at this. Table manners, train manners. This is incredible. I really look forward to reading this. Few words have come to convey so beautiful a meaning as that of gentleman. Country Life, 1912, the foreword. So there we go. Great book. Thank you for this. I do have some reading material ahead of me. I just love these books. A nice cigar, a bourbon, and a good book. What better is there? I mean, the only thing you need is a fire and maybe a dog. Let's see, what else? Okay, so this is the last one that I'm going to talk about today. This was sent in the mail by a very generous customer. And I must admit that I wasn't able to find the letter that accompanied this whenever I received it. But this is a travel boot jack. Look at this thing. I mean, isn't this just exceptional? Look at how this comes together. All right. And so this is, let's see, from C. Clark. I mean, literally, there's no telling when this was made. It's easily 100 years old. I wouldn't be surprised if it's older. Again, what an incredible artifact. I love these things. So thank you so much for sending this. And I have to say, I have to send a photograph of this to Lee Miller. He would love to see this. So there we have it, a few items. Of course, this is all in addition to the incredible cigars you occasionally send. And you know, whenever I answer the phone, the great conversations I've had with customers calling customer service, I have to say, I mean, this YouTube channel is such an incredible pleasure. I mean, whenever we're filming, it is not work. It is truly pursuing my passion, and I love what I do. So thank you for allowing me to share that with all of you. Thank you for sharing your passions with me. And really, I've said this before, if you ever see me in London or around, don't hesitate to interrupt me and say hello. I can't tell you the number of Instagram messages I've received from people saying, "Oh, I saw you at Davidoff of London or in London. I didn't want to interrupt." Please interrupt me, because I would love to meet you. I would love to say hello. And I've just been surprised and surprised and surprised time and time again at the number of mutual connections with the people that watch this channel. So thank you. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you keep on enjoying the incredible content that we film here on Kirby Allison. Of course, make sure you take a moment to visit kirbyallison.com. It is the best way to support the content we film here on this channel. It's how we keep the lights on. We have a Patreon if you don't feel like shopping that helps support our travel content. But otherwise, visit kirbyallison.com, and there you'll find the largest collection of luxury garment care, luxury shoe care accessories in the world, as well as other great clothing accessories for the well-dressed, like this beautiful sovereign grade ancient matter necktie, pocket squares, braces, undershirts, over-the-cast dress socks, solid stick umbrellas, smoking accoutrement, and so much more. Thanks for watching.